Hello guys. Hello. I hope you can hear me. So today we are going to discuss about the power of artificial intelligence. Okay. So the power of artificial intelligence in DevOps. Okay. AI and ML ops. So if AI and ML ops come into this development and operations, what changes happens? So before going to that, let's discuss about my company, LKCloudTech. So far we have focused on DevOps and AWS. So also we are going to focus on artificial intelligence and machine learning operations. I'm just making it ready. So this can change in future. This can change the future. Okay. So if artificial intelligence come in the sense, now we, we should not panic. We have to upgrade our skill. Okay. So if you upgrade your skill, no need to panicking. Okay. You don't need to scare about anything. Okay. Just to panic, just you, if you panic, so you will stop there itself. But if you can opt it, if you upskill it, if you upgrade it, okay, if you do more hard work on this, definitely you can also opt to this. Before the era of artificial intelligence, we have seen agile methodology, and also we have seen plenty things like DevOps. Before that, waterfall methodology, and before that we have seen monopoly. Okay. So this continuously changes happening from monopoly to waterfall methodology to DevOps methodology. After DevOps methodology, we have seen a lot of variations in DevOps, DevSecOps, FinOps, okay, and AI ops, now AI MLOps. Okay. So in there are a lot of, so it's completely evaluating. Okay, it's completely changing. The method is completely changing. So and as a part of it, we have to we have to opt the artificial intelligence and also machine learning operations. So today we are going to discuss what is the importance of this artificial intelligence and also the syllabus which I prepared. I will show you that also. So that would be really helpful. So I'm just keeping in front of you to show to make a roadmap for AI MLOps. Okay. So let's move. So, so we are going to discuss about us, what we do, our vision, reasons of business needs AI, benefits of AI integration, key areas of AI, implementations, services, workflow, and all. So after this, we'll see the curriculum. Okay. So tech company we has more than 5 years of experience in cloud and DevOps and enhancing AI ML. Okay, now we are entering AML and also enhancing our skills and upskilling with AI and ML ops. Okay, it's courses in very less cost, right? So I'm trying to give you very free of cost. Don't need to worry. So whatever I'm just preparing it that I will show you. Then you will get a clarity how to move forward with AI and MLOps. Okay, what is the curriculum? What are the tools are involved in this? How many tools are there? What tools already 60 and 70% of AWS and DevOps? Sorry, I'm sorry. It's not AWS. DevOps tools will cover 70 and 80%. 70% of AI DevOps tools will cover in this AI MLOps. Okay. So next, what we do. Okay, specialize in providing AI-driven tools and a system to improve business efficiency, offering trailed AI solutions to fit different industries and business needs. Okay, and what is our mission? To empower our business with AI tools that enhance productivity and innovation. Okay, so earlier, always, just for example, in long ago, 15 20 years back, uh, people in every organization, they used to maintain physical files. Okay, for every task they used to keep lot of manual efforts. Okay, so but day by day what happens is actually software is actually evaluating. Okay, the tools are more getting, so that what happened. So for example, if you take one organization or one industry, for suppose one industry, in that industry they used to maintain bunch of tools, a bunch of files. For HR department, they used to maintain papers. They used to maintain physical and hard copies. Okay, not only for that, for purchase department. Okay, and also indent. If you want to raise the indent, you used to write indent on physically, right? So you used to maintain hard copies. Okay, not only purchase department and marketing team, purchase team, okay, and the production team. Production also had, they used to maintain some physical, hard copies. What how much production happened and all. These things happened just 4 years. Sorry, 20 15 years back. They used to maintain a physical data. Okay, so after that we got actually a Microsoft Excel. Okay, then slowly they have opted this Microsoft Excel, right? So once Microsoft Excel got and Word got, so then they used to migrate into physical, physical data into this soft copies, like it might be Word, it might be Excel, it might be anything. So for documentation purpose, they used to keep in Excel formula, all this stuff. After that, it's become a revolution. So after that, they used to maintain around 10 to 15 years, right? So later on, and so after that we got a lot of tools, like Power BI tools and all. So for business related tools we got actually. Okay, like SAP also we got. Okay, we are related to indentation related, or if you want to raise the indent, or um, if you want to keep your production data and all, they used to keep in this right tools, SAP related tools, CRM related. Okay, CRM related, like SAP it might be. So now for health sector, now Salesforce is leading these kind of tools we got actually. This means revolutionary things happening. Okay, same way nowadays we also habituated with this regular tools like SAP and Salesforce, such kind of, and also Excel and all stuff. Okay, but this is a time to revolute. This is a time to migrate. This is the time to switch into ordinary tools to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so that's a reason. Yeah, we have to definitely accept it. So do not scary, do not be panic, do not panic of yourself. Just you need to accept it and try to learn it. Okay, I'm also working so hard for to bring in front of you guys. That's what our vision. So however, I'm going to launch one by one all tools related to artificial intelligence and machine learning operations. Okay, customer centric culture, regular feedbacks loops, listen We will always take feedbacks and we will act like this. And dedicated CX team to ensure smooth interactions across all the touch points. Commitment to long-term partnerships, not just the transactions. Simplified process, easy to onboarding with the step-by-step guidance and training. Transparent pricing and service level agreements for all clarity and trust. Authorized workflows reduce manual intervention and accelerate service and innovation and driven experience. So we have all these business strategies. Okay, we are going to launch this soon. And what is the benefits of AI integration? Okay, so enhance efficiency and productivity. Okay, this is the first benefit. Automates repetitive and mandate task, filling up human resources for strategic work. Okay, automation is key. Okay, key factor. And complete repetition task, if you do repetition task with manual again, if you want to do it, so that will take a time and it will kill your time definitely. So then automation and repetitive such kind of tasks, definitely AI will help speed up and decision making with real time data processing and analysis. Okay, and improved customer experience. One sec. Yes. So improve customer experience. AI analyze large volume of data to uncover patterns, trends, and opportunities. Definitely, AI going to be a big thing. So they are going to, it's AI going to analyze the large volumes of data. Okay, so AI will always scan. Okay, it's supposed to inform decision making with the predictive and modeling of forecasting. Enables a smarter business strategies backed by actionable insights. Enhance security also. It's also matters today. So there are malfunctionings and unauthorized accesses and thefting money from the banks. Okay, so recently I also faced the same. And so if you nowadays in previous, if you forget any your ATM card at your outside, or if you lose this your ATM card, you don't worry. So without OTP, they can't they can't draw your amount, they can't take your amount. But thing is, nowadays without your OTP, okay, without your intervention, if you lose your ATM, definitely you lose money. It's because I personally faced it. So once a time, just recently, I forgot my ATM at ATM center, so I lost money after after forgetting this 3 days. After 3 days, I lost money. I don't. There are a lot of technology, actually big technology. So they have removed all the money, whatever it is there inside. So this is matters. Okay. No security, right? For example, if you believe the OTP in your banks, okay, so you may relax it. Okay, without OTP, nobody cannot you know draw your amount, right? So you'll be relaxed and sit. Not like that. So they can do anything. So there are a lot of tools are there. There are a lot of ways are there. No. Okay, so that is the reason I'm saying security is really matters. That security will be taken care by artificial intelligence. Okay, AI can be detect and it prevents security threats in real time. Okay, analyze patterns to identify anomalies and potential risk. Okay, so I'm saying, guys, it's my personal experience. Don't forget any ATMs outside. So if you lose your ATM, you lose your money. There are many ways without OTP. So you may think that if you lose your ATM, you may get OTP. So then if you say OTP only, they will draw your amount. Not like that. Without OTPs, without your intervention, they can remove your amount. They can draw your amount. Okay. Strengthen compliance and fraud detection process. Okay. So strengthen compliance related also, and the fraud detection process also we can um, strengthen, right? It will be very much strong detection process. Okay, fraud detection, we can able to identify the fraud detection process by using AI. Okay, so where key areas of AI implementation in DevOps? Okay, let me keep here DevOps. Yes. So this is a point, important point for you guys. So continuous integration and continuous deployment. Okay. Automated build test optimization. AI predicts which tests are most critical to run based on the code changes. Deployment risk analysis. AI assess potential deployment failures and suggest migration strategies. Release scheduling. Predict the best time of release to minimize downtime. Okay, so downtime we are talking about Kubernetes. For downtime, we'll use Kubernetes strategies and all. So AI also, and AI will replace that. Okay, so that whatever downtime is there, that downtime you can't even feel. So within fraction of seconds, that will launch new servers. Okay, so there is detection. In future, you will not get any kind of issues like. For suppose you don't need to monitor, so AI will monitor. Okay, so now we'll talk about monitoring and observability. Okay, anomaly detection. AI identifies unusual patterns in logs, metrics, or network traffic. Okay, so if there is any unusual activity happen in your browser or server, whatever, so AI will detect it. Okay, that is anomaly detection. That anomaly detection will be happen by AI. Okay, so then your data will be safe, and you can also detect them. If you detect it, you can also change, and you can increase more security, right? Next, predictive and maintenance. Okay, predictive, like predict the server or application failure before they occur. For example, if something happened, or if there is a big load happened, or if any case, any might it be any reason, your application may get shut down, or it may get failure. So before going to that, only whatever the healthy, whatever your application related information, whether it is really healthy or not, how much healthy it is, so all the information will send it to you. Okay, that monitoring can also will happen. That is called a predictive maintenance. Okay, root cause analysis uses AI to automatically pinpoint causes of incident faster. Okay, so what is root cause, what is the issues, whatever the issues are there, that issue related root cause it will let you know, which means it will always monitor and it will observe your applications and servers. Next, infrastructure and management. Resource optimization. AI recommends optimal allocation of compute, storage, and network resources. Auto scaling. So AI recommends optimal allocation of compute, storage, networking, which means compute, cloud related, storage related. For example, if you can take for suppose your server related transaction, something happening, logs are continuously happening. So keep on your developers or your team is working on top of one server. If something goes very heavily is happening in background, there are a lot of storage is happening, you might not notice, but so this kind of failures, what happens if not notice, what happens is your storage may get full, your application may get down, or your application may not respond. Such kind of issues will not happen. Okay, so at that case, if storage issues or networking related issues, it will detect all these kind of issues and will let you know. So then you can able to take the action, or automatically AI can able to take the actions. That is the thing. And auto scaling, predict load and dynamically adjust infrastructure in real time. Okay, auto scaling, that for example, auto scaling in the sense always we'll talk about festival seasons and the Saras, Deepavali, and Ramjan, Christmas. We'll talk about all these festivals and sometimes World Cups. So, anyways, anytime. So, in these kind of big billion deals or festive kind of time, so there are a lot of offers they will release. Most of the people do some kind of shopping. Big most of the 18 and 90% of people will do shopping at the moment. So what happens is your servers may get down if you have a very less servers. If all of spike happens into your server, so then definitely it will impact on your application. Your application may get down. So that will not happen. That is major problem. So that's the reason. So that time also AI will detect. Okay, we have discussed all these things, auto scaling and all these things in AWS and also Kubernetes. But so now AI going to replace it. So this is also a very big thing. Okay, cost management. I'm extremely sorry. Cost management. AI analyze the cloud usage patterns and it suggests cost saving measures. This is very 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 important for employers. Okay, those who are going to launch, okay, cloud. Okay, those who are going to launch the new projects. Okay, if while you are going to take up new project, there is a big concern about the price. Okay, they need to quote for the clients. So client will give some code and you will give some code. So in between, actually, what is the profit and all. So you guys never know. Maybe that might be project users you could not able to expect. So users, how many users will get, not sure. So might be thousands users or 10,000, 100,000 or 1 million, 10 million, something. We never know that. It's completely depends upon market and their strategies. But thing is, while you are doing quotation, so definitely management is a concern. So if you take a cloud, for example, AWS cloud, you have to quote for that. So you, how many servers, what kind of servers, oh, what is the storage, okay, how much GB you are going to take, how much TB you are going to take for production, for development, for UAT. So all these things you have to keep all this environment inside for production and all. So this might matters. This cost might matters. So for development purpose, you have to keep the servers. UAT purpose, you have to keep the servers, and production purpose, you have to keep the servers. So for this also it cost. So these kind of issues will be managed by AI, and AI will analyze it according to your project plans and all. It will analyze and it will suggest the best cost. That matters. Okay. Next, our services, LKCloudTech, led by Lokesh Kumar, offers comprehensive training and services AI-powered like DevOps, aiming to equip professionals with skilled need for modern cloud infrastructure and automation. Yes, obviously. So, AI and DevOps training services, hands-on learning. Okay, engage in practical sessions covering tools like AWS, DevOps, like AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, Jenkins, Python, like live classes and troubleshooting, instructions. You will get expertized instructions also. AI-driven DevOps solutions, productive and monitoring, automated and incident response, continuous integration and continuous deployment, enhanced pipelines with AI to improve deployment efficiency and reliability. Security and automation, uh, integrate AI for proactive security, threat detection, and compliance monitoring. And community management, YouTube channel is there, access wealth of tutorial and video discussions with AI and DevOps topics. Like LinkedIn is also, it's a big community, and the Facebook group is there, and Telegram group is there. There are a lot of stuff. Okay, we are in our every social media platform like Instagram, Facebook, and all. Okay, how workflow. So code commit, continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous deployment, continuous monitoring, observability, incident management, resolution, security, compliance, feedback, continuous improvement. Okay. So by integrating AI into DevOps with LKCloudTech achieves a faster, safer deployments, reduced operational cost, improved system reliability and security, enhanced development and productivity, customer satisfaction, which means here in our case, customer in the sense student. Okay, get A for your company. So yes, definitely you have to. Every company now, big companies are opting A. Almost there are a lot of changes happening for Gemini. There are a lot of changes happening for OpenAI. There are a lot of changes happening for Perplexity and all like Nano Banana, OYO3. Oh my God, the lot of changes happening in AI. So so if that drastic changes, you have to opt it. So you should be very much strong in this AI and MLOps, because if you are as a DevOps engineer, you should not stop there. You have to upgrade your skill. Then only future is there for you. Okay. Thank you for your attention. Let meet in AI and MLOps discussion classes. So now I am going to show you um, a curriculum. Okay. So let me have some water. So yeah, ML Ops with Agentic AI Advanced Certification Program. I have covered all the syllabus. Okay, I have covered all the syllabus. So I'm going to show you. I'm very much eagerly interested to show you this syllabus. So I'm going to keep it open. Everything. So right. So now I will show you what are the syllabus and all. Let me open. Yes. So in this yes, so in this AI and MLOps, it's a big and vast syllabus. Okay, you could see here. So the syllabus you could see here complete. This syllabus is also advanced certification program. Okay, so you can see all the syllabus. This is related to first module one is Python and MLOps foundations. Okay, Python in the sense the core Python, basic NumPy, Pandas, MLOps, CACD for MLflow, model versioning. So all are should be needed. This is actually roadmap. This is a roadmap for MLOps, ML and operations. So the next step of DevOps is MLOps. This is highly advanced. Okay, then if you opt it, definitely you have a future in that. Okay, next to modern cloud native MLOps, Airflow, Kubeflow, Optuna. Okay, these tools and Kubernetes as a DevOps engineer, you might know Kubernetes already. Next, Terraform serving and Prometheus, Grafana, advanced deployment, blue green canary, all this stuff already you might have covered in this Kubernetes and like Docker. Feedback loops, retaining and cost optimization. We have already just before discussed about cost optimization and all. Next, cloud productization. AWS, let me keep, I'll make it save as MLOps curriculum. Let me make it as a PDF. then it would be easy. Downloads, I'll keep here. Yeah, this would be good actually to operate well. Yes, it looks nice now. Nights, oh, fantastic. That's great. So yes, yeah, module three, cloud productionization, AWS pipelines with SageMaker or ML Studio. Next, model strategy, approval workflows, drift monitoring. Okay, and multi-cloud pipeline integration. Okay, capstone one, end-to-end MLOps pipeline. Okay, next module 4, agentic AI. This agentic AI everybody is suggesting, guys, and LLM of operations. This is important. This is playing a key role in MLOps. Okay, LLM life cycle, fine tuning versus prompt tuning, the difference, and RAG architecture, vector DBs, deploying LLM. So deployment tools, what are the deployment tools? Kubernetes. If you know Kubernetes, you can manage with anything. Okay. So Kubernetes is one of the deployment tool. If you know this, you can almost cover many things. So next, other one is long serve. This is also like a Kubernetes. Okay, this is also kind of deployment tool. Next, long chain. So next, crew a lang graph. Okay, evaluation tools like Ragas, so RAGAS, Ragas, Lang Smooth, TrueLens. Next, Capstone 2, build and deploy agentic AI system for enterprise use case. Okay. Next, Python and ML of foundation. We are still discussing about it. Python refresher for MLOps for beginners. Okay. Develop modular Python code structures essential for machine learning engineering, emphasizing reusability, logging and configuration and maintainability. Okay. Topics covered. We are going to cover with the core Python functions, def syntax, return statements, lambda expressions, arguments. Okay. So API related use cases, ML use cases in ML pipelines for utility and metric functions. OOPS concepts in ML. Okay. So class creation with int. Okay, instance versus class variables. Example for shared configs, inheritance, and overriding methods, base, trainer, CNN, random, forest. If you already know Python, MLOps is dead easy for you guys. Reusable design for ML use, code usage class based on components, model trainer, logger, config manager. Okay. Next to decorators in MLOps. Logging training start to end time. Custom decorators for timing and exception handling. How to wrap functionality across pipelines. Okay. Modular code organization. So all this stuff. Source, utils, configs, models and logs, structuring reusable ML components for collaboration using there are init.py, except a lot of .pys are there. Best practices for imports. File handling also. So like creating dictionaries using OS, mkdir, make directories, okay, path libraries, okay, so all this stuff, file handling related. Next, logging and observability. So like setup logger format. So these are all related to Python. So log multiple info, debug error, different logs, error dot logs. Command line interface, user interface to configure ML scripts dynamically. Okay. Session 2, NumPy and Pandas essential. This is also for beginner. Okay, goal build expertise in handling and transforming numerical tabular data using NumPy and Pandas, forming the foundation of data pipelines in MLOps. Core Python functions, NumPy for matrix ops processing, Pandas for tabular and ML data. Okay, memory and pipeline best practices. Okay, and MLOps fundamentals, like what is MLOps, where does it differ from DevOps, common problems solved by MLOps. Okay, reproducibility, automation, monitoring. Okay, ML systems life cycle, data collection, cleaning, experimentation, training, evolution, deployment, monitoring, retaining. Okay, tooling and landscape, like Git, MLflow, Docker, Kubernetes, Airflow, Prometheus, Grafana, importance of tracking like data versioning, code changes, experiment results. Versioning, code changes, all you already familiar with this DevOps. Okay, architectural styles, monolithic training scripts versus modular pipelines. Monolithic in the sense, long ago we have already discussed long ago how the a structure, okay, flow would be. Okay, so we how we used to use earlier, the methodology, how we used to maintain the projects using monolithic only. Monolithic monolithic training and scripts related we'll see. And batch interface versus real-time model survey, design patterns, training interface, segregation, microservices. So roles in an MLOps team. MLOps engineer, so MLOps, what kind of roles they can play? ML engineer, ML ops engineer, data scientist, platform engineer. Okay, which means, so in previous, as you compare with the DevOps, so we used to have different roles and responsibility, like role designations, like cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, SRE. Okay, and such kind of roles. Okay, so we used to see same way. If you learn ML ops, you will get these kind of designations: ML engineer, ML ops engineer, data scientist, the platform engineer, etc, etc. Okay, and sessions 4, Git and CI/CD. So as if you are as a DevOps engineer, this is dead easy for you guys. So you might have already experienced with this Git and CI/CD. Okay. So what? So by using Git and CI/CD, so what kind of what we are going to achieve? What is our goal? Learn the principles of version control and build automation pipelines tailored to ML workflows using GitHub Actions. Okay, what topics we have covered? What topics will cover? So Git fundamentals for ML. Okay, so earlier we have seen Git fundamentals for DevOps, for development. Okay, track notebooks, models, data sets using Git ignore, Git attributes. Okay, create branches for model experimental. If you know Git, so this that easy to understand, no problem. Okay, so GitHub collaboration, pull request and code reviews for ML code, manage issues, enhancements, and release like life cycle. So all this, so this kind of, so so this once if you are as a DevOps engineer, if you know Git, you can understand very easy. You can understand well, no problem. Okay, CI/CD concepts for ML. So as a DevOps engineer, you might have experience with the CI/CD using Jenkins, or code pipeline using AWS, and also code pipeline using Azure DevOps. Okay, continuous integration, test code, verify environments, linting, continuous delivery, deployment modules, update interface, endpoints. Next, GitHub Actions deep dive. So in GitHub Actions, so we have seen here Git and also GitHub included. Okay, Define workflows to install Python environment, run test, okay, in it, init code stages, build, test, validate, etc. Okay. So next, model tracking with the MLflow for intermediate level. So what is our goal? Enhance reproducibility and experiment comparison by using MLflow to log, organize and visualize multiple ML model training runs. Okay, why model? Why model tracking matters? Track different experiments runs. Okay, hyperparameters, ensure reproducibility and enable collaboration. Compare performance and metric across runs. Okay, introduction to MLflow. What is MLflow? So tracking projects, models, registry, logging metrics and so artifacts we are going to track, and projects related, packaging ML code for reproducibility and machine learning related codes. Model model abstraction and deployment formats, registry lifecycle and stage control of models. MLflow tracking API, related to API, how MLflow will track the application programming interfaces. How? Parameters, metrics, artifacts, models, same. Okay. Next, MLflow UI, user graphical interface. Launch, navigate MLflow database dashboard, filter, compare, visualize multiple experiment runs and tags, notes, better and organization for organization, right? Use cases, comparing hyperparameters, logging dataset version used in training, okay, storing, visualization, etc, etc. Next, ML flow projects and model registry. Okay, for projects, ML flow for projects. Standardize and optimize optionalize ML training workflows with MLflow projects and manage production ready modules with MLflow model registry. Okay, so I just prepared all this, right? So topics covered in ML, machine learning flow projects, structure ML code with the ML project file, define entry points, okay, conda environments and default parameters, benefits for reproducibility, portability, automation, run project locally or remotely, so all this stuff. MLflow model registry, register models, version control, stage transactions, non-staging, production and achieved. Okay, approval workflow, manually, programmatically, attach metadata and comments, rollback and reuse. Okay, if you have an application, so you'll use rollback, and if you want to do versions, okay, if you want to, for example, you have a version 1 that might be older, so if you want to do any enhancement in that, so you always do a rollback, right? So you'll roll back and reuse it. Okay, retrieve specific models and versions, exactly. Okay, so revert previous production and ready model, always. So always, if you do every change, you are not going to do from the scratch, right? If there is a change, you have to bring the change with new models. Okay, model packing and versioning, learn how to serialize, version, manage models for distribution, deployment, rollbacks, access environment, so such type. Next, end-to-end CACD and for ML with DVC. This is advanced level. Build reproducible and automated ML pipelines using DVC for dataset and model versioning integrated with GitHub Actions for CACD. Okay, what are the topics covered? Serialization techniques. We have covered this. Use Pickle, JobLib, Python, job libraries for Python based models, use ONX, TouchScript for framework, agnostic, portable deployment, considerations for file for file size, compatibility, and security versioning. Best practices follow semantic versioning. So all such kind of git tags, all the stuff. Okay. Next, orchestration with Apache Airflow. So this big, it's a vast subject, but you have to break it. So one by one, you have to go with the flow. If you want to learn MLOps, it's not that much easy to learn in 1 month. Not even 2 months, 3 months. It will take minimum 6 to 7, 8 months. If it take more than that, also no need to astonish, no need to surprise. Airflow concepts. Okay, directed acyclic graph, operations, operator, scheduler workers, metadata DB. Okay, it defines pipeline of task with the dependencies. Operator, define task logic, schedule and execute task asynchronously. Okay, worker and nodes will be there and Ansible. You might have seen that such kind of. Okay, metadata database track DAG in the sense here directed acyclic graph. So if I pronounce it wrong, excuse. Task history. Next, modular pipeline design, Airflow for UI, all again same. So Kubeflow also important for MLOps. Okay, create scalable, portable machine learning pipelines using the Kubeflow SDK running on Kubernetes. Okay, so topics covered: what is Kubeflow, end-to-end ML toolkit built on Kubernetes, tailored for repeatable training, tuning, deployment. KFP versus Airflow. Airflow is general purpose. KFP is ML specific. That is a different. KFPs integrate natively with the containerized ML workflows. Specific. Use KFP when running on cloud native infra and Kubernetes. Next, pipeline and components. Each step is Docker container. Input output artifacts are tracked automatically. Use KFP DSL define Pythonic workflows. Pipeline compilation and deployment. Use KFP.client. Compile and upload pipelines. Trigger experiments. Monitor via UI log metrics. Kubernetes for MLOps. Understand how Kubernetes manages ML infrastructure and deployment lifecycle. Okay. And topics, what topics we covered for Kubernetes? If you know Kubernetes, man, you can play with it. To be honest, Kube, Airflow, and all that might be new for you, but Kubernetes is not that much new for you guys. You might have heard and you might have experience with Kubernetes, so you can play with it, right? Why Kubernetes? Automates scaling, resilience, and resource utilization, consistent environment, dev, staging, and production. Kubernetes core concepts, pods, deployment, services, secrets, namespaces, configs, etc. These are all a syllabus. Okay, this syllabus might help you. Kubernetes for ML, deploying modules, RESTful microservices, define resources, limit for compute, bound workloads, use horizontal pod auto scaler. Okay, so guys, I'm saying this is very important who want to upgrade your skill, upskill yours. Okay, if you want to upskill, this syllabus might helpful you guys. Outside in the market for MLOps, they are demanding for 1 lakh. It's almost 1 lakh, guys. They are demanding 1 lakh for this syllabus. You know, so I'm giving it very free of cost. I'm sure. If I get enough time, definitely one by one we will make it a break. Okay, we will break one by one. Okay, so for example, in DevOps, how we used to learn. So first you used to learn like cloud. There are a lot of services, one by one service. In DevOps also you might have learned GitHub, Docker, Kubernetes, Docker separate, Kubernetes separate, Ansible separate, Jenkins separate, Prometheus separate, Grafana separate, Kafka separate. Okay, so Redshift, like that. However, you have bifurcated all the tools. DevOps in the sense you will never learn all the tools at a time. So the same MLOps also, whatever the tools are there, you have to break it. You have to learn one by one, right? If you learn like that only, you can able to break this. You can able to make it easy. Okay. Next to model deployment with Kubernetes and TF serving advanced. Okay, so these are all syllabus. Okay, what is the goal? Serve ML models efficiently using Kubernetes native serving tools. Okay, topics covered: serving strategies, TensorFlow, Kubernetes plus model serving, custom Python predictors, and next monitoring with Prometheus and Grafana. So this also, as a DevOps engineer, you might have experience with this Prometheus and Grafana. All right. So what are these? Simply monitoring tools, right? You might have experience at least once in your DevOps life, right? Monitor models and infrastructure for performance, reliability, and drift detection. Okay, what are the topics we have covered? What to monitor in MLOps? Latency, throughput, error rate, drift, infra. What about infra? CPU utilization, memory disk. So we have seen this CPU utilization, memory utilization, disk related. We have already experienced this in DevOps. Nothing new here. But how we are utilizing in MLOps is matters. So that flow you must understand. Okay, so how these things will be used in MLOps while using ML related. So how we can use Prometheus and Grafana in this. Prometheus overview, pull metrics from metrics endpoint, stores time series data for querying and alerting. Grafana visualizing metrics with customizable and dashboards, integrates alerts. Okay, integrating in the sense alerts in the sense there might be SNS related, Slacks, emails, packet duty. A lot of tools are there. Okay, integration with ML APIs. Use Prometheus Python client to expose metrics. Monitor business level KPIs, AVG, average response time and failure counts. Next, advanced deployment patterns. Release modules safely in production using advanced deployment strategies in observability. Okay, so blue green deployment, canary deployment, shadow testing, all this stuff. Next, feedback loop and cost optimization. Okay, human in the loop of feedback, retaining triggers, data drift, concept drift, use hero group. These are new concepts. Okay, you can understand this also. Cost optimization techniques. Okay, next AWS ML stock overview. This is important again. So again we are expertise in this AWS. Definitely AWS is expertise concept in our, right? So get hands on AWS native ML tools, build automated event driven pipelines from data ingestion to model interface. Okay, AWS, what are the topics? AWS ML ecosystem overview, Amazon SegaMaker, AWS Lambda. So advanced AWS concepts. Okay, so serverless compute triggered by events. Example, new uh, S3 bucket files and all. Amazon S3, Amazon ECR, container registry, CloudWatch, etc. So these kind of services we're gonna cover. So like event driven ML pipelines, real world scenarios. A new file in S3 triggers lambda function. That lambda prices no. So which means, for example, um, you can just try to imagine there is some project. In that project, um, some files are there, for suppose. Okay, one application is there. One application is there. If something, for example, you keep some files in S3 bucket. Okay, whenever S3 bucket you kept it, it automatically goes to Kafka. Kafka will detect that, and Kafka will successfully load it. Something kind of you will get. So it will be integrated one by one. So okay, Athena will be there. Okay, Prometheus will watch it whether it is always continuously will watch your servers and S3 bucket, etc., etc. So such kind of real world scenarios. So it will be, we can use all this stuff in this um, AWS. Amazon price parses file. So no need managing servers or cron jobs. Okay. SageMaker, SageMaker pipeline with a model registry. Okay, what is the goal? What is the goal of this? What is the use of this? Automate and manage the entire ML life cycle with the SageMaker pipelines and registered models using built-in model registry. Okay, what are the topics we are going to cover? SageMaker pipeline components, processing step, training step, model step, okay, condition step, register, all this stuff. If you are not aware of this, definitely you have to work on it. Okay, next, drift monitoring in production. This is also advanced concept. So detect when your production model start to degrade due to changes in data or concept. Okay, what is drift, data drift and concept drift and label drift. So all these are new, so you have to do more concentration as compared to Kubernetes, Docker, etc., etc. Okay, multi-cloud and MLOps integration. Multi-cloud in the sense many clouds, like understanding how design cloud agnostic ML pipelines using combined tools across AWS, Azure, GCP, digital cloud, managing all the different clouds. Okay, and maintaining governance and scalability, different clouds using different types of clouds, multi clouds. Okay, so my what is the challenges? Multi clouds, data seals, and inconsistent APS, governance and security related will address cloud agnostic pipelines by using these tools: MLflow, KSR, Kubernetes, DBC. By using all these things, we will address all those stuff. Next, hybrid strategy and example: GCP Vertex AI register model MLflow, deploy AWS using SageMaker or EKS. Okay. Next, capstone project one, end-to-end MLOps pipeline. This is very advanced one. This is a kind of project that we are going to plan. So what is this? Build full production grade MLOps pipeline integrating tools from previous versions, sessions, and simulating real business problem. Making like a project. Next, LLM lifecycle. Next, prompt engineering. Okay. LLM lifecycle. Learn how to design effective prompt and understanding the lifecycle of LLM applications. LLM lifecycle overview. Okay. Pertaining, fine tuning, inference. What is pertaining? Models trained on large corporates, specialized domain training, deployment in real world apps. Prompt engineering means zero shot, few shot, chain of thought. Ask directly without examples. Prompt how you have to use the prompt like ChatGPT, etc., etc. Okay. Prompt templates use Jinja style format in long chain, reusable formats. Introduce guard, you know, guardrails to filter and sanitize output. Long chain prompt utilizes prompt template, chat prompt template, manage dynamic inputs, temperature rules, etc. Next, fine tuning versus prompt tuning. Compare cost effective LLM adaptation strategies and fine tune a small module using LOIA and QLOIA. Okay, this is new. So do focus on new things. If you do multiple, if you try to repeat multiple times, if you try to do practice multiple times, that will become old. That simple, right? Next, RAG architecture with the vector DBs. Build scalable RAG, retrieval augmented generation pipelines with embedding based search. What is RAG? Combine retrieval steps with LLM generation step. Reduce hallucinations. ground responses in documents. Okay, chunking, embed, embedding, chunk long docs into like semantically meaningful blocks, convert into vectors using OpenAI, Cohere, and Hugging Face and embeddings. So this kind of vector database, local, fast, easy to use. Fine cone waviate, scalable, managed, indexing. So this I have mentioned everything. So LLM catching and routing techniques. Next, agentic framework, LangChain, QA, LangGraph. What is the goal? Build your system with autonomous role-based agents that collaborate to complete tasks. What is the topics covered? Agentic AI explained, long chain agents, crew framework, long graph. Evolution tools, RAGAS, Lagsmith, TrueLens, all this. These are all new tools that you might not have heard about this. Okay, so these tools also you have to focus. Evaluating LLM metrics and hallucination quality. Advanced, this is also advanced topic. Build LLM evaluation pipelines and integrate them with the CACD for regression testing. This will be used in testing. Okay, quality related things also covered. So while maybe you might have experienced in DevOps also, you might have tested the code using Jenkins pipelines and all. So such kind of you can also covering with the quality. Okay, testing related stuff using ML. Okay, capstone project to build an agentic AI system. Build and deploy complete agentic AI system with the RAG vector DB evolution and deployment. Project definition, architecture. So this is how designed. Just this is planned. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this is complete. This is long lasting. This is a big subject. Okay, so do focus on it. So just repeat my video, or you can pass it, screenshot, take screenshot. So tool, one by one tool, you just go to ChatGPT, or if you make it, if you can able to do, you can make the notebook, try to do practice, find the channels, different channels from outside. If not available, go Udemy and try it. If not possible, try to go for any kind of courses. Okay, so better if you keep your single MP penny, whatever. So if you invest on top of you, that never waste. One single MP will never waste. Always this helps. Okay, so must upgrade your skill in DevOps. Upskill yourself using ML methodologies. That really helps. In future you will be in a great position. Okay, so that's all about MLOps with agentic AI. Okay, this is the complete curriculum, advanced certification related stuff. If you can utilize all this curriculum. And if you want to do practice, if you want to do by your own, that's not a big deal. I'm also going to start soon with different new tools. If you follow me, and that will be helpful for you. So just I'm requesting you to like and share my video and my channel. That is my request. I'm not expecting anything from you guys. So this might help. Always I'm ready to contribute my skills to the DevOps and MLOps community. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. So we'll see you in next class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.